and welcome. This is once more Brownie Rose Midlife in the Forbidden Library, and today we adventure many more into the forest, and hopefully beat up Granny, and hopefully save Red, which I know not all of you want to do, but that's what we gotta do. And hello everyone, hello Aiden, hello Chopstick, hello Sweeney, hello Noversized Phantom. While Brownie is coding her game, I'm gonna code me some breakfast. Heck yeah, breakfast is important. So I've been working on this a fair amount through the week, because I really do want to get this out in October. I have been trying to stick to that. I don't think it's going to be out early October. I think it's going to be like mid-October, but I'll show you what I've done that I can show you. A lot of the work's been on the stuff I can't show you. So one of my favorite things that I added, you go into accessibility, and I added a dyslexic-friendly font. So this font is supposed to be easier for people to read with dyslexia. So that's wonderful. And obviously the music we started. I've done more voice... Oh, I should have deleted that. No, I can't. No. I forgot to delete a thing. You saw nothing. So absolutely nothing. Anyway. So nothing. Yeah. So we got the dyslexic font, which does make things overlap a little. You saw everything. You saw nothing! You saw nothing. Oh, hello, me.
What they needed and planted new trees for everyone they took. Though they lived in peace with nature, there was one important rule in the village. Children were not allowed in the forest. Ever.
I can't quite get it to sync up with that because of the way I've done these lines, but yeah, there's two of me. I could talk to myself if I want to. Hi, me!
It's said that once every few generations, a child goes into the forest and never returns. Some of the elders in the village tell stories of the last child that was lost, though the stories are not consistent.
There's that's three. There's voice me, and then OBS me that you can see in the corner. Because I don't have enough monitor space for everything.
It was mostly just a story to scare the children because...
Three me's, triple me. But yeah, those are the things I have somewhat added.
You would really know how it happened.
Most of the rest, like I say, has been figuring out a lot of the stuff that I can't show you. I cannot. Have I done anything else that I can show you? Oh yeah, I did the graphics as well. We did the graphics. Let's go get a bad end so I can show you. What? I did show people on the Discord as well. Just tell her she's adopted. Ta-da! There's one of the graphics. Oh, I took notes as well. One of the things I finally did was, I need my notebook. I went and, wrote down each route. I didn't write down a full flowchart because that was way too complicated and I couldn't do it. I did, however, write down the routes and specifically where to get them and which one's a good ending, which one's a bad ending, etc., etc. So I can go look up how to get a good ending. Which one's the first good ending with that one? Okay. You will be hearing so much of me. Just like I've been hearing this song too much, you'll be hearing too much of me. That's the one downside of this game, making a game like this, is I hear these background songs too much now. It's terrible. Agree to me, Granny.
Let's smile.
You continue.
Red seems perfect.
Enter the house. No thank you to the food. Ask her what kind of magic. Did you guys play my TikTok version? You could do this in the TikTok version. Ask for me details. And try to sneak over to the door. Good end! There you go. So there's our good end graphic as well. I thought it was particularly cute. Yeah. So those are the main things I put in. But what we need to do is... Ew, TikTok. I know, you don't have to, but I was pretty proud of making a TikTok choose your own adventure. Warning, overdose on Brighter Smith can cause cravings for tea and a mild northern accent. Too much can cause Scousers accents. Right. So I've tried this, but it's kind of awkward and very fiddly and not very important. So that's definitely nice to have. Also, I believe we had 5 donos after last time. We did have an extra dono. We do have music that we can put in. There's some areas I still want to change the music for, but we can do that as we go. Overdosing on briny is overdosing on cringe proud. Yeah, correct. I am cringe embodiment. Cringe thyself. Hello, Rahel. Welcome. So I have started to record lines. I've recorded lines for all of this area. All of this file as well. But that's as far as I've gotten so far. I can do a few more, but there's some we need to finish before I can do any more. And I did change the good and bad color and on the ending screen, so that's perfect. Yeah, I will be doing that at some point. So I think what we should do is when you go into the Baba House with Wick, there's loads of different endings we haven't gotten here. So for example, let's see when we've got a return in here. So go and help Mr. Wick. Let's see. So this is near ending 28. Let's play the story up until there, and then we have a better idea of where we're up to. Ending 20. Cool, found it. Right, start.
Deep in the forest lay a village.
Hi, me.
The village lives in harmony with the forest. They only hunt what they needed and planted new trees for everyone they took. Though they lived in peace with nature, there was one important rule in the village. Children were not allowed in the forest. Ever. It's said that once every few generations,
Do you think my voice is too
goes
quiet?
into the forest and never returns.
I've tried to turn
elders
down
in
the background
village
music
tell
for it.
Stories of the last child that was lost.
Do you think my
Though
voice
the
is too quiet? I
stories
think I
are
should
not
make it louder.
consistent. Some talk of a great wolf that ate the child. Some told of a witch who drained them of their vitality. It was mostly just a story to scare the children because, in the end, if the child did not return, who would really know how it happened? One day, your child, a young girl with a red hood, affectionately called Little Red, snuck into the forest on a dare. The village went into an uproar when they realized. They searched all day and all night, but couldn't find her at all. Then she returned, unharmed. She told everyone how she met Granny in the woods, how Granny was kind, and she wanted to go see her again. As her parent, you obviously have some words for her.
Children not allowed ever. Especially to that last Monster Prom stream. Definitely not allowed there ever. The briny theory. So to get to the ending we need to do this one.
Red yells and cries and stomps off to her room, slamming the door.
Okay, so I haven't read this one. Okay, I'll read from here. Red sulks in the room throughout the day. You hear her slamming and crying, and then eventually nothing. Something's not right. The village sees Red happily skipping through the town. Everyone is just so relieved to see that she's okay. It takes a little while for them to realize she's heading directly into the forest. Someone has to stop her! A group of villagers give chase, but as soon as Red realizes that, she starts running as fast as her little legs can take her. She manages to cross the threshold into the forest. I'm doing good. I'm glad you like my shoes. Thank you. I'm having a good time. I'm excited and also put way too much pressure on myself with this game. I've been working hard. Call the hunter. You call on the village hunter who has recently returned to town after leaving the peaceful village for a time to look for some more work. Mr. Wick and his trusty pooch are appalled to hear the news of Little Red. in the woods and agree with you to go track her down. The game is going okay. I think we could do it. What have we missed? You've not missed too much, because I have been working on it in between streams, but all I've really done that you guys can see is a couple new graphics and this dyslexic-friendly font. He throws a talisman at you and tells you to keep it on your person while in the forest at all times. Enter the forest. You come to a fork in the path. The left path seems to go into the overgrowth. It looks like a good place to get lost. There is a sweet smell coming from the centre path, though Edward the hunting dog is not reacting to it. The right path seems a little more vibrant than the rest. The forest seems to have more life in it. Okay, so we need to go to the right. We need to go talk to the Fae. Edward the hunting hound starts looking around, a little confused. He sniffs the air left and right, but can't seem to track the scent again. At the very least, you see a small hut in the distance. You guess it's leaned into the tree, but almost looks like it's part of the tree. You glance to Mr. Wick, but he's already making his way up the path towards it, grumbling all the way. As you get closer, you see it is a shop front. The attractive shopkeeper smiles kindly at you and shows you 3 items. Oh my, I thought this might happen. So that's a bug I need to fix. Let me put that on my bug list. Bug list, bug list. The bug list isn't in this notebook. The bug list is in a different notebook. Because I have too many notebooks. Bug list, bug list, bug list, bug list, bug list, bug list. Pew, pew. Fae dialogue. Off screen. When in dyslexic font. Okay. Are we making more of the plot today? Because your thumbnail says we need plot. Yes, we need to complete as many routes as we can. Because as soon as I have the routes down, then a lot of it is just the recording, grammar spelling, recording, and just general bug fixing after that. So we should be able. So much would be improved if game devs were forced to do their own QA tests. No, it wouldn't. I guarantee you it wouldn't. So many times as a dev in my life have I been like, I know this doesn't work, but I don't want to fix it. And then may or may not have sent it out anyway, even though I know it doesn't work. We need QAs to kick devs up the butt. By the way, you have a premiere and a challenge. Music is loud, apologies. I'll turn it down. Turn it down. Yeah, it's a bit too spacey. Yeah. So basically, we need. What do we need? We're going for the potion. We want the potion. It's covering my voice. Hopefully, it should be down now. There we go. You choose the potion. Mr. Wiggle raises an eyebrow and says nothing. The shopkeep thanks you for your patronage, and after you look away for a moment, you look back to see him gone. You look around, but don't find another lead, and decide to go back to the fork in the road. You come to the fork in the road, and we need to go center this time. Center path. Next page. Walking down the middle path, Edward sniffs the air and seems to freeze a moment before charging in a direction. Good boy! Mr. Wick seems happy. Should I really get someone else to do some of the voices? Because, I mean, I don't have many actual spoken lines in this game. I know some people who would happily do some of these lines. Obviously, Tella did really well during the Monster Prom stream, and I know he would be happy to help me out. And then, so there would be Wick, there would be Granny, and there would be the Fae. I don't think Red has any actual lines. I shall think about it. Eddie, no! You volunteer! Do you want to be an old lady? I know you JK'd. But I do, then I could do an old lady if I have to be. I mean, I'm already one, so. Celebratory art, yeah! I can't remember reading it. So we'll call out to Red. You call out for your daughter at the top of your lungs, and you hear a response. Red emerges from the house, unharmed, but Granny holds her back. Stay here, dear. If you don't, I won't be able to teach you my magic, she tells her. Oh, there we go. Red does have some lines. Oh, she frowned. Sorry, I have to stay here, she tells you. I volunteer as tribute. Wait, wrong franchise. Then we want to try coax her over, but she hates me. She clings to Granny and tells you no. She pulls her tongue and runs back into the house. You have no choice but to let Wick deal with it. You keep silent and let Wick take the lead. You thought he would try to talk more, try to find out where your daughter was, but he wasted no time and fired on the old crone. The old woman hisses at the shots. Probably should change that, but that's future me's problem. And attempts to retreat through the house, but Edward the hunting dog had to charge while the Baba Yaga was focused on not taking a fatal bullet. The dog latched onto her leg. She shrieked an ungodly cry and attempted to shake the animal off, only to fall back through her own doorway. Meanwhile, Mr. Wick had charged at the opening that it made. He called out for you to follow. We need to charge with him! The two of you barge into the house, Mr. Wick going high with a kick and you going low with a tackle. Mr. Wick, you, Mr. Wick, Baba Yaga, and Edward the hunting dog lay in a heap on the floor. Granny, comes Red's voice. She's looking at you through a door in another room. You tell her to stay in that room for now. Yourself, Mr. Wick, and Granny are going to have a talk. Red runs for Granny, but Mr. Wick catches her before she can make contact with the old crone. Granny attacks while the two are momentarily distracted. Her hands turn into claws and scratch at them. Blood splatters. Red and Wick scream. You see one of your daughter's arms detach at the elbow. You see a few of Mr. Wick's fingers fly off. Red cries in pain and screams in agony, confused and in pain. Do I really not have another thing other than run to her? I feel like I should have something else here. You've got run to her, but like, should I run to Wick instead? Should we have the option to just? I know you guys love to ignore the child, so I should give you the option to ignore the child. Run to Wick. Yeah. Run to the husband. I mean, Hunter. Husband to Hunter. Yeah. We'll do a run to Wick instead, because Wick is also very injured. At this point, this is one of the routes probably where Wick could die because he's already through. Yes, run to Wick. Give him a big sloppy kiss. I love you, let's leave the child and run away together. Okay, so that's another route that I have to think about. I love doing this. I hate that it may never end. I may never actually finish this game because we may just keep thinking of fun things to put in. Okay, so we ran to Wick. What we can do is the same thing. Oh, God. I've just thought about this too much. And, so what we can literally do that. We could give Wick the potion. That would heal his hands. He would kill Baba Yaga. You'd get out alive. However, your daughter would still be lost. Your daughter would still be somewhat fatally injured and bleeding out because she's lost a limb. So it's... I don't know. Would Mr. Wick accept the potion over Red? Because he every route I've had him betray you, he's still never betrayed Red. He's always still tried to do good by Red because he is a good guy and he's like, I'm not feeding this child to the Baba Yaga. But at the same time, he's very look after number one. Red just happens to be there. So, yeah, I Yeah, I don't think you would share the potion with Red. So, if you have the potion, you can give it to him. He will heal his hands. And honestly, you'll get a questionably good end. Because if he can kill Baba fast enough, we can do a little first aid on Red. She's never getting that arm back, but you know she might not die from it. So it's a good-ish end. It's not the best end, but it's a good one, because Red is alive. Let's do that. So, if potion... You run to Wick and ignore your chat. Feels silly to put this in, but I know you guys will appreciate it. Call it, just make another one with Wick. Wick, can we have another child? He's like, no, I have too much of a dangerous job. I cannot. I can't put others in danger like that. Feed it to him, meadows in the sky. I'll make sure it drinks it all. Feed it to him via smooches! You run to Wick. Helping to pull him away as the Baba gets closer. Okay, so what's your plan? Now you're next to him, bro. If potion is true... I don't think I actually need the is trues, but I didn't know how smart... I think if it's true, I don't need the equals, double equals true. Just wasn't sure how smart Rempe was about that, but most things don't need it, so we're fine. Super yaoi ending! Red and her dads. You pull the potion from your bag and offer it to Wick. Oh, it's been a while since I've done this bit of the coding. There we go. He happily takes it. Takes the bottle and downs it. His fingers grow back, and any bump or cut disappears, leaving unblemished flesh. P/N. He thanks you and tells you to wrap up Red's injury and wait in the other room. He'll be done soon. You do exactly that. Oh, just sort of picturing this. Oh, sorry, daughter. The hot man needed the potion. He hadn't lost as much as you, but the hot man needed the potion. In a way, you could think of this like he's giving the potion to the one that's going to guarantee they get out of here. Whereas we're going to have to write on the other side that Red's okay, but... but Wick is not. So, like, you're saving her in a roundabout way. You do exactly that. You grab Red and carry her into another room. You close the door behind and focus on wrapping her wound as tight as you can. Soon the fighting, sounds of fighting outside die down, and injured, but not as injured as before, Wick stands victorious. Let's go home, darling. Let's go home. Wick gets you and Red safely home. Red will forever be scarred, but she is home safe. Home safe. Okay, we need a good end. No, that's bad end question. It's not actually a good end. Good end! Da-na-na-na. Alternate title to the ending is Rizzing on Mr. Wick. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so that's ending 29. 29. We're nearly at 30 endings. We will definitely be past 30 endings by the end of the stream. That much I can guarantee. Right, let me write down the route to this ending before we forget. So, ending 29, good. It is a good ending. Ending 29, good. Good. So, we need to ground her for this one. Grounded. Goes to call the hunter. Need to go right, because we need the potion for this one. And you grab the potion. Then you go to the center. Then you call for Red. You try to coax Red over. Then you charge in with Diggy. Then you go to Wick. And that should lead us to the ending. Let's make sure I've got that right. Let's give that a quick save. Let's add the ending to the ending screen. Hello, Mr. Max. Welcome. Am I brewing a potion? No, I'm not brewing a potion. I just had my potion. It's called a cup of tea. Ending 29. Good end. Make sure the man who defends you is at full health. I can't call this rizzing Mr. Wick. Hunter's drink? Hunter's drink. We call it Hunter's drink. Okay, let's quit that, because that's not going to have all of my new stuff in it. Righto. Start. Ground the child. Call the hunter. Enter the forest. Go down the right path. Ignore my bugs. Get the potion. Center path. I want to test something. Will this work if I just let Wick handle this? And then charge in? Oh, so I don't actually need to call or coax. That is different. We don't need that. That's not going to work. Are we romancing Wick now? We've had jokes about it. we're giving the option to run to him rather than run to your injured daughter who just broke your arm. Who just lost an arm. So really the only logical reason you do that is because you want to riz Mr. Wig, right? So I actually don't need that. And I will need run to red there as well. Okay. Run to Wick. Yes, I've added my voice. I haven't gone through recording all the lines yet, but when you get this as a game, you'll get my lovely voice. So if you ever miss me, if I can't stream and you miss me, you can play this game and you'll hear me. You run to Wick, helping to pull him away. As the Baba gets closer, you pull the potion from your bag and offer it to Wick. He happily takes the bottle and downs it. His fingers grow back, and any bump or cut dissipates, leaving unblemished flesh. He thanks you and tells you to wrap Red's injury and wait in the other room. He'll be done soon. You do exactly that. You grab Red and carry her into another room. You close the door behind you and focus on wrapping her wound as tight as you can. Soon, the sounds of fighting outside die down, and uninjured, but not as injured as before, Wick stands victorious. Let's go home, darling. It's even better than a Daki. Wick gets you and Red safely home. Red will be forever scarred, but she's home safe. It didn't show my good end thing. Let's make sure if I got extras endings. Yeah, so that appeared, but that should be green, not red, because it's an actual good ending. It's not a fake good ending. It's actually good. It's actually good. You might get to date the man. We need to go, Mr. Wick. So I know what I did then. It's in here. This one. I need to make sure there's just a little extra thing, just so it doesn't disappear straight away. You have to click away from it, kind of thing. So let's just make sure that's doing as it should, and we will carry on after that. So many endings, so many. Voices VC by Nerd. Can't wait to play it at 0 volume. I wouldn't blame you. I play this at 0 volume most of the time. Hello, Scarlet Silver Iron, welcome. Let's make sure that ending is turning up green. Yes, it is. Wonderful. Skip. So this one's grounded. Call the hunter. Enter the forest. Right path. Potion. Center path. We can go straight instead of that to let Wick do his thing. Let Wick handle this. Charge. And run to the husband. Now we should see the actual graphic this time. Yeah! Good end! Nice. Okay, next ending. Beep, beep, beep. What is that? Thank you for subscribing! Really appreciate it, thank you. And also the follow on Twitch, I appreciate that too. Yay, getting follows, thank you. I will. So the next ending we're thinking about is, it's a very, very similar part of the game. Like I said, let's play up to it just so we know what's going on. The village lives in harmony with the forest. When in October it's coming out again. I haven't specifically mentioned a date. I'm thinking mid to end because we only have 1 week of September left, so it's not coming out at the start of October. When I have things written, then we can think about it. Release on your birthday. Swaney, when's your birthday? Tell me, and I can aim for it. So grounded. Yes, temporarily you may. As I said, I just don't have enough monitor real estate Really, when I stream this, it would be nice to have one screen dedicated fully to just the coding. But I do not have enough real estate for that. I have a second monitor, but it is teeny tiny. And I don't really want to. 4th of October? Yeah, I can't do that, I'm sorry. What do you mean 1 week of September? What did time go? I know, right? I don't think I've done my pledges this month. I think I've gotten really behind. Did I do my Patreon stream this month? I don't know if I did. If I didn't, I'll have to do 2 next month to make up for it, because I've gotten so behind. I've been thrown off by my holiday at the start of the week. At the start of the month, I've just been... it's wonderful to have a holiday, but Lord, does it throw off your routines. Okay, where are we up to? So we wanted a right path. We want to get the potion. We want to go the center path. We want to let Wick handle this. We want to charge. We want to run to her this time. So you run to your daughter, determined to ease her pain and pull her out of this situation. You pull out the potion you got from the Fae and tell Red it will make her feel all better. You ignore the sounds of screams and gunshots as your daughter starts to heal. You grab her and run outside. You don't actually run outside. I need to change that, because you have the decision whether you want to run outside, because that's when you, like, road running yourself. You grab her. Where do you go now? Okay. Wow. I'm very glad you guys picked this outfit specifically because we were making this. I am adventurer, Briny. Writing adventures. Yes. But that's why my thumbnail every time I stream this is progressively gonna get more sweaty. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm sweating this game right now. Even the last Patreon stream, I did more of this. Anyway, so you can either take her outside, which is an instant bad end, because the house is on stilts, it is high in the air, you fall down, you die. However, you can choose to take her to another room. You pick Red up as she is recovering and hide her away in the room she was originally in. She cries and asks you to stay with her. So if you stay, you get a bad ending, because Mr. Wick is very injured. He cannot save you. He does not have enough HP to take on the Baba Yaga right now after losing a few fingies. So, what happens if you go out and help him? Will you be enough of a help to turn the tails? You are just a farm person. Whether you be a mother or a father, you are just a farm. Probably just a farm person, or maybe you ran a shop. I don't know. Either way, you are no warrior. I'm gonna make you kiss the child. You kiss... You give Red a kiss on the forehead and tell her you need her to be brave. Because you need to help Wick. Get it back up, Scythe, and defeat the Baba Yaga with it. If only you'd brought your scythe this day. You forgot it. Red is upset and scared, but nods and curls up in the corner as you leave into the main room. What do you do? What can you do? What can you do? What can you as a normal person do? You can literally just be a distraction. You can just be like make funny noises in the corner and just distract the heck out of this old woman. I think that would be a solid tactic. Maybe you can come out and Wick will have potentially fumbled with his gun, because he has less fingies. He can't hold it as well. You're memeing me! That is all. So yeah, menu. No, is he gonna do it? Pick up a jar and throw. Yes! So maybe your options can be to... I'll do the whole dropping the gun thing. I feel like that's gonna give you the option. That's gonna give you the option of either go and find something to throw at her as a distraction. So, like, throw a jar of jam or whatever you find. Or go for the gun. One of your two options. There are 3 brain cells, group chat. There's another guy in it, but he's Mexican and secret. Make funny noises in the corner, sounds like usual chat behavior. Yeah, you're not wrong. Sorry, I just realized that this is quite accurate tracking because if I hold my glasses, then it holds about the same place as the model glasses, and that's amazing. Anyway, that got distracted for a hot minute. You open the door to see Mr. Wicks struggling. His hand with less digits. He tries to pass his gun to his other hand to get a shot off, but with less fingers. The gun slips from his grasp and rolls across the floor. You can. You know, as you can see, we take off my glasses, but the glasses don't actually come off, but I could put them back on. So this is where your menu choice is going to come in. So, go for the gun. Or make a distraction. So that'll be the throwing something option. So return. So you've gone for the gun. There we go. You've gone for the pew pew gun. I don't think Granny's going to be very happy with that. You're getting her attention regardless, but if you have a gun in your hands, I think she's going to see you as more of a threat. She might be more... hostile. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Hostile. So I'm thinking potentially going for the gun may be your bad end. Because she's going to go for you full throttle. You might lose your hand too. You might match. Is Granny American? No, Mr. Wick might be though. So yeah, because you have the only weapon that's going to really do so much damage to her. The throwing the jar is going to be less of a thing. She's going to momentarily be distracted, which probably will be enough for Wick to go grab his gun and get a shot off. But you will probably need to keep distracting her and annoying her to keep him going. But that, yeah, so I think we've got bad end gun, good end distraction. Easy enough there. So it's 2 more endings. Yay! We're past 30. Okay, so go for the gun. Go for the gun. Go for the gun. Gun. Go for the gun. Go for the gun. Go for the gun. 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 Go for the gun. Go for the gun. 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 Okay. You run for the free gun, but Baba... I shouldn't be calling just Baba, like the Baba Yaga, Granny, one or the other. Like, Baba is not her name. Not that she has one in this story, but hey-ho. You run for the gun, But Granny sees you going. She ignores the injured Wick, tosses the hound to the side, and rushes you. You manage to grab the gun. You point. You shoot. The baba. Baba 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 baba. Imagine seeing a granny sprint towards you. Exactly! That's why the granny Baba Yaga is a scary monster. But she is already. But her claws were already on the way down. This might be a questionable bad end again, because technically this means red is okay again. You die, but red is okay. Therefore, technically good end. It's bad end question mark. You hear Granny's ungodly scream. And you want to let out your own as her claws rip down your chest. But you know that you fall, and Granny has a very high roll. Granny's a baddie, and not in the hot kind. That's a term for a hot lady now, isn't it? No, not in that kind of way. In an actual villainous kind of way. Wait, is Mr. Wick a John Wick reference? Yes, correct. Because our main villain was a Baba Yaga, so I was like, well, what am I gonna name the hunter? Wick, obviously. Granny. What? Granny does not exist. That sounds like an awful word to say. That feels wrong. But put that word back in your mouth, please. And do not let it out ever again. Or put that word back in your keyboard. I don't know what the typing equivalent of that phrase would be. You fall and never get up again. You only hope with your last breath that Wick can get Red out alive. Alice alive. Kinda good end, but not. But yes, but no, but. We're gonna take this as the code, but. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. But instead of good end, we show bad end question. And this is ending 30. 30. 30. Hey, back for your bit. How much did you miss? We're on ending 30 now. Adjusted ending 30. Ending 30. Untrained assassin? Maybe? I think that's a good ending thing for it. So it's Z, code C, back, control E. This one stays green as well, even though it's bad end question mark. Untrained ass in. If you ever want to know how to spell assassin and you can't remember, double ass in. Always makes me remember. And for the tooltip, we'll be like, go for gun. Go for gun. Exclamation mark. Okay, let's give that a test. I'll need to write down how we get to it again, but I'm pretty sure I know. So we should be similar to the rest. I'll write it down as we go. Ending 30 bad question mark. So grounded.
Slayer village. The village lives in harmony with the forest. They only hunt what they needed and planted new trees.
Grounded. Try not to be mean, by the way, but for real though, how many endings? I don't know. There'll be as many endings as we need to get to the end of the routes without feeling like we've rushed them. Also, did you hear the theory that John Wick took place after the Good Burger M ending? I've never seen the Good Burger, so I'm not sure. Coal Hunter. You have to remember with this, with all these endings, it might seem like a lot, but there's no other gameplay. There is nothing else to do in this game but find endings. It's like it's a maze with words is the way I look at it. If I want any kind of value to this game, it has to be through this, basically. Okay, so then I will need right path and potion. Right path. Potion. A labyrinth of literature. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's correct. That's exactly what it is. And then center. Letwick. Charge. No, I don't want to save. Get out of that. Get out of that menu. We run to red. Take it to another room. Go help. This is probably the longest route so far. And then go for gun. You point, you shoot, but our claws are already on the way down. Bad end, question mark! So that seems to be working just fine. Yep, bad end, untrained assassin with the correct color. Wonderful. Bueno, we wow, yeah, wow. I had no idea how to read that Infinite Lighthouse. Welcome! Welcome. Okie dokie, next route. So we have, that's the bad ending. Then we've got the good ending if you just try to distract the old lady. Stay, go, distraction. Okay, let's write that bad boy. You sneak over to the kitchen as the two. Just remember this. Wee meme. And I did name to Brian. Wee. Basically, the actor who killed Wick's dog was the bad guy of the Good Burger movie. Basically explains how a fast food manager could send people to the psych ward. Fair enough. Hope I'm well today. I am well today. I am doing well. I'm really happy with my game. I'm actually kind of proud of where it is. I don't know if it's even going to be that fun to play, though. I think it might actually be very frustrating. But we'll find out when other people play it. You sneak over to the kitchen as the two battle it out. You grab a few cans and jars from the cupboards and start throwing. The Baba Yaga is momentarily distracted after every throw, and it gives Wick the opening he needs to go get his gun. You annoy the old lady from the side lines. And have I gone over any of the routes? I've gone through all the ones. If you decide to go into the woods to meet Granny with Red, I've gone through all of those ones. I've gone a second over them. Most of the time, I'm going to probably go over them as I'm recording them, because I look at them a lot closer when I'm going to be reading it out loud to record it. So I'm going to edit it. I'm going to try read it out loud, edit what I think I need to edit, then record it again. And it seems to be the best way to keep my attention focused on the editing as well, because the editing's the worst part of writing. It is the worst, and it takes the longest. It's the worst. Looks like you really jammed her abilities. Ba-dum-bum. Wonderful. You annoy the old lady from the sidelines enough for Wick to get a fatal shot, and she falls to the ground motionless. Wick manages. You help Wick up and collect Red, and your little party escapes the forest and heads back to the village. Is village like that, or is it like village? Or is it village? Village! I think it's village. Village. Never remember these things. So, good end. It's a pretty easy one, that. Technically, they're both good ends. But one's an actual good end. This is an actual good end. Annoyance is key. Being annoying is profitable. Being annoying comes with reward. Yeah, let's have a song quote that I like. So we have the good end image there. Ending 31. Save. This one. It is a good end. The thing is, with all these good ends and all these kinda good ends, I actually might have to rebalance some of the other stuff that I've been working on, because like the balance of good to bad ends isn't as bad as I thought it was. I thought there were more bad ends! So I might have to rethink how my thing works, which is annoying. But oh well, that's future me's problem. That's off-stream me's problem. Being annoying comes with reward. And everyone's impressed. Are you impressed? Good and bad is subjective, right? Not when it comes to this game. Not when it comes to this particular mechanic of the game. Tooltip. Be distracting. Be distracting. Distracting. Okay, cool. So that's this bit all filled up with endings. We got any more returns that I need to think about? So we have a return. Grab something to hold on to here. So how the fuck do we get here? Ending 17. So it's near ending 17 if you don't have the coin bag. So if you grab onto something there. So ending 17. I have the notes on how to get there. 15, 16, 17. Okay, cool. Right. Let's go to ending 17. Ending 17 specifically needs the coin bag, but we don't specifically need the coin bag. Not for this, so we can skip that bit. Okay, cool. Okay, start. We tell the old story. We call the hunter. Enter the forest. We can skip the coin bag. So we can go down the center path. We let Wick handle this. We charge. We attack the Baba Yaga. So let's get our idea of what's going on. The house on stilts at a great... The house tilts at a great angle. And mid-charge, you cannot scramble to grab hold of anything too quickly. You fall and slide down into a... No, wait, is that right? No. This is the one. This is the one we should be doing. So let's just scroll back a hot minute just so we know where we're at. Charge. The two of you barge into the house, Wick going high with a kick and you going low with a tackle. You, Mr. Wick, Baba Yaga, and Edward the hunting dog land in a heap on the floor. Charge. Granny, comes Red's voice. She's looking at you through a door in another room. You tell her to stay in that room for now. Yourself, Mr. Wick, and Granny are going to have a talk. Red nods and closes the door. The house starts to move. The Baba Yaga... I think I need to make sure the house is raised in the other route, because I think I forgot to move the house, but I've already done a plot point that requires the house to be on its feet. So I'm just going to add that to my bug list again. Here it is. So, make sure house is in air for grounded route. Wonderful. Wonderful. The house starts to move. The Baba Yaga's form changes. Its limbs become longer. Roots like tendrils reach out from her shoulders and grab the surroundings to steady herself as the floor moves up and down. So the room's starting to tilt and move. So you've grabbed onto something. You are not going to fall this time. Yeah. Oh, I just dropped my pen. 1 second. Don't go. There's so much crap on my floor. How did you end up there? It ended up under my desk. Why? Now I have to... Found it. Back on my seat. Why is caught? There we go. Right, back to the game. At least I'm getting ads for God of War rather than cars now. Thank you, crappy mobile games, for selling my data. Yeah, we at least like to get adverts we like. Adverts that are cool. Okay. Wait, did I did ending 31, didn't I? Did I not write down how to get ending 31? Well, it's going insane! As per usual, yes. I did do ending 31. I did write it down, so we have to put a pin in that for a minute. I can't be not having a written down way to get to that ending. So ending 31 is an actual good end. Which is... I can just copy down the other endings exactly the same. So, grounded. Call the hunter. Go right. Get the potion. Go to the center. Is this a John Wick game? No, it's not. I just made a John Wick reference. It is a game called... Little Red and the Baba Yaga. It is a choose your own adventure game where you are the parent of Little Red Riding Hood, and Granny is a Baba Yaga, so you need to make sure Granny's not gonna eat Little Red. Red. But because I made the main enemy a Baba Yaga, when I was thinking about a name for the hunter, I was like, well, obviously I'll call him Wick. He's gonna be a badass, and there's a Baba Yaga in the game, so I called him Wick. Where's red versus blue? Red. Another room. Go help. And distraction. Okay, right. We've got that written down. We can go back to whatever we were doing before, which is... We were a bit further down and we were doing... Aha! If you grab on to something, you grab on to the closest thing you find. Hi, what are you doing? Building a game or playing a game? I'm building a game! We're building a choose your own adventure. Seems like an ID in the background. VS Code? Yes, VS Code. We're building a game in the Rempe engine, a visual novel. Well, using a visual novel engine to build a... Oh, a hydrate from 20 minutes ago. Sorry, I really don't notice them very well. What was I saying? It's a visual novel choose your own adventure where you play the parent of Red Riding Hood and you're trying to get your child not eaten by the Baba Yaga. The Granny's a Baba Yaga. You grab the closest thing you can find as the house starts to tilt up. Granny seems annoyed that none of you fell into the door she opened at the end of the kitchen. What language am I using? I'm using Python at the moment. That comes kind of part and parcel with Rempe. Originally did this for my dissertation. How far into your 10,000 bucks journey am I? It's the numbers there, so I'm past 100. I'm past 150 bucks now. Though I have been lenient with what I call books. Webtoons has been helping a lot. Webtoons has been great because we count comic books. It's still reading. It's still good. I probably have a few more I can put on there because I've been reading quite a lot of Wayne family adventures. That's been really fun. You grab onto the closest thing you can find. The house starts to tilt out. Granny seems annoyed that none of you fall into the end of the kitchen. Even Edward the hunting hound is still safe as Wick has hold of him because he's a good boy. We do not endanger the doggo, even though I have endangered the doggo before. So what's gonna happen after that? So the house is tilted. I suppose they're just gonna have to fight like that. Are you gonna get in the way? Are you actually gonna get in the way of Mr. Wick? Because she's like, she's a scary monster. She's connected to all the walls. She can probably like slither around. You know, like that carrion game where you played the monster? Just imagine that, but it's a scary old lady in the middle rather than a mass of sludge. Granny starts to move, her tendrils pulling her up the wall. she goes for Wick, as he does not have another hand free. Not have any hands free to defend himself. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We can be annoying and distract her again. We can like try see if we can grab something with our free hand and throw something and be like, bitch, no, stay away from my hero. What else can we do? Can we try stretch? Oh, I will stretch. Ugh. Stretch is good. What are we gonna do? Throw something at her. Oh. Insult her. We could just straight up insult her. We could use the power of charisma. We could throw a vicious mockery. Stay away from my husband! Correct. Vicious mockery, I think. Insult her. There's not much you could do either way. You're both hanging on by your lives. Return. Vicious mockery. Vicious mockery. She's so old. She's so old, she has a more ancient language than the forest itself. Hehehe. That's not a very good vicious mockery. We can do better. You scramble around and find a jar in the cupboard. You throw it at the old woman, but all she does is stop momentarily and scowl. How are you gonna make her get things back to normal? I mean, if this route, have we used... I think we're back on this route of not having items that would help. Like, we've used the mirror. The mirror's been used. We still have the potion and the coin bag ready to go, potentially, on this one. But I don't think that's going to help us here. I don't think that's going to help us here! Scramble around and find a jar in the cupboard. You throw it at the woman. All she does is scowl momentarily. You end up knocking... Let's do a new line. Do a new line. Make it pretty. You end up knocking pretty much a whole cupboard of items into the door she held open below. And whether it is annoyance or maybe things going in there that shouldn't is a bad thing for her, she starts to right the house again. Wick is quick on his feet. I cast late stage capitalism. As soon as it is a good angle, he is off. So Red's in another room, so she's fine. What's the plan? What are the endings we could potentially get here? Where's our end game with this? We could Because the thing is with that, the reason she's writing it is because you've thrown a lot of random shit into her oven and she'll have to clean that. Otherwise, she's going to end up with random shit in her potions and in her food. And that's crap. So, do we take advantage of that? Throw more stuff into that room. Option 1. Which basically will distract her more than enough for Wick to do his thing. Option 2, hide. Hide with Red. Because Wick can probably do this on his own now. Because he's not injured in this route. He's fine. He has all his fingers this time. I feel like we're getting that particular ending a lot though. And I don't know if I want that particular ending a lot. I don't like repeated endings like that. But we could. I wouldn't be the only repeated ending. So I could do a label for ending... Which one would it be? It would be ending 31, basically. No. Kinda ending 29, actually. Yeah. We need something different to happen. We need to make this more different. Otherwise, it's just going to be a rehash of what's already there, and that's boring. I don't want people to look through this and just feel the same ending every time. Brainstorm. May have to brainstorm at some other point. How could we do it? Because the insult one, we might be able to do a bit better. Depending on what we insult a bit, we may be able to challenge her to something. We may be able to challenge her to a game. Or maybe a battle of wits of some kind. When you throw something, not so much. Again, I think the options there would be hide and maybe trying to use the room to your advantage. But there is the chance you use it too much, you get locked in, you get pied. You get pied with everything in there because you're a stupid brain and you should never have gone in there. Maybe that's why I should let your curiosities do you in. Wick's quick on his feet. As soon as he has a good angle, he is off. /n. Meanwhile, you wonder just what it was in that room that made the Baba Yaga change the angle of the house. So, menu. Investigate! Investigate. You may find her weakness, who knows? Continue to throw things in there. Continue to throw things in as a distraction. Return. You! What do you do? What do you do? What do you mean? Oh. No Justin Bieber in the house, please. You. Tiptoe around the battle and head to the door at the end. You sneak in to find a dark room. It gets even darker when the door closes behind you. Like a dumbass, like a dumbass, like a dumbass, like a dumbass. Basically, ending 17 will happen again, though. You get cooked again. Again. So maybe this should be a repeated ending. If coin bag, ending 17, which would be this. There's nothing really that would change about it. So let's put that into repeated endings under its own label. Label. I know I said no, not many repeated endings, but this one I kind of can't avoid. This one's just going to happen every time you went to that room, pretty much. And save. So that'll be jump ending 17. So if coin bag. Well, not even if coin bag. Not even if coin bag. You are in there. Wick could technically save you. That's what this ending is. You hear gunshots and more firing on the other side of the door. You hear Baba trying to reason with Wick, but he has none of it. You hear a grunt of pain and more shots. You find yourself flung up in the air as the house falls to the ground, and hit the ground hard when gravity settles on more. Groaning, you get yourself to your feet again. The door opens by an injured, but mostly alright Wick, and a scared Red who runs into your arms. Yeah, it's the same. It's exactly the same, and I hate myself for this. I hate myself for this. I might have to delete this choice if that's the case. I don't like it. 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 It would be literally just this again, which makes me angry. I don't like that. Boo. Put a note to me. If you can figure something else out, then change it. This is bad. Too much repeating. No, 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 no. Perfect. Okay. Continue to throw things as a distraction. You figure that whatever you did helped. So you may as well keep doing it. You throw everything you can find in there. Everything that isn't nailed down is thrown into the mysterious room. The Baba Yaga eventually turns to you in a rage as the house starts to quiver. Stop it, you fool! She yells. Stop it, you fool! Blip, 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 blip. What is it, blip, blip? Ah, thank you for subscribing, some guy. Nice to see some guys around. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Stop it, you fool! She yells. You disrupt my magics! What does that mean? I don't know. You're Guy? Oh, hi, Guy! Not some guy, though. I thought you were a phantom, normal-sized phantom. Or, I guess guys can be kind of a gender-neutral, sentient being kind of thing. Phantoms could be guys, too. Sentient beingless. Stop it, you fool! You'll disrupt my magics! She yells that, but Wick gives you the nod. And you keep going. Even though the hag Wick keeps the hag from attacking you. Ah yes, the two genders. Guy and phantom. Yes, correct. Wick keeps the hag from attacking you while you keep piling everything you can in the magic room. Suddenly, the house drops from the sky. Wick and Granny land hard on the floor. You hear a little yelp from Red in the other room. But since you are mostly okay, you know she should be fine. Granny, however, is not fine. Her tendrils are falling off the hardened wooden like skin, peeling away to reveal wrinkly old flesh. No! No! She screams and Wick scoffs. Leave her to her misery. It'll take her centuries to rebuild from that mess. Wick tells you. Nodding to the door where he can see half the kitchens. Where he can see everything that wasn't nailed down, thrown in a horrible, messy pile. You grab Red and with Mr. Wick get home safely and give the good news that Granny will not be bothering the village for a long time to come. That was a hell of a good end! Oh my gosh. Like I mean, I was just thinking as I was doing it, it's like, well, that kind of makes sense. Because, I mean, the oven is, like, it's where she prepares people. And it's been implied so far, at least, that, like, cooking people and kids is, like, how she gets her powers. So, like, theoretically, her oven is her source of magic. It's, like, her cauldron. So if you just mess up the magic with a lot of random shite in there, boom! Done! Heck yeah. I didn't know that was the law, but that's the law now, okay? We found it out together. What an exploration. Ending 32. Where was that? This one, ending 32. 32. If it works, don't stop. If it works, it works. That's what I'm gonna call this one. That's ending 29. I've done ending 29 constantly, so my testing has been stupid. So this would be 30, 31, and this one would be 32. 32. Good end. If it works, it works. If it works, it... Capitalize everything. It works. It works. The coding motto. If it works, it works. If it works, keep doing it. Wonderful. I can't wait to test that. We need to write it down as we go. We have too many good ends! Too many. My whole extra bit's not even gonna work at this rate. Ending! 32. Good. So, I believe with this one, it's close to... Shush me. Shush.
They only hunt what they needed.
Ending 32. Ending 32.
Though they lived in peace with nature. There was one important rule in the village.
No, that's the wrong file, that's why. So, it's near... Oh, God. Oh, God. Grab hold of something. I'm pretty sure this is basically the same start. So it's gonna be... I think I can just call her, because this isn't the injured version, so we're not grounding her. So this is old story.
Little Red doesn't believe you, no matter how much you try to convince her. She tells you that if there's a monster in the forest, then it isn't Granny. Granny would keep us
Old story, call Hunter. Call Hunter. We don't need anything from the Fae, if I remember correctly, for this one. So we can go straight to Center Path. We need to just go in with Wick, so I think if we let Wick handle... Let Wick... Then we charge in with Wick. Charge! Then we grab something. Grab. What? No? Is that not what I did? Grab something to hold on to. Did I not save it? Did I not save it? Yeah, it should be. Tell old story. Call the hunter. Enter the forest. Center path. Let Wick handle this. Charge in with him. Grab onto something. Huh? Save. Am I doing something very silly here? Okay. Let's try that one more time. One more time. I might be doing something incredibly silly.
deep in the forest.
That's very silly. Skip. Old story. Skip. Call under. Skip. Enter forest. Skip. Center path. Skip. We handle this. Skip. Charge. Skip. Yay! There we go. So grab onto something. You grab onto the closest thing you find. Blah, 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 blah. So we need to throw something at her because apparently that works. I don't know why. So throw something, and then continue to throw. Continue. And that should be our good end. Return from finishing my omelette, a mandatory YouTube editing video. Yay! Was it a tasty omelette? Good end. We all got to go home uninjured. Okay, that's good. We're getting there. 32 endings so far. I would really love to get to 50. I know I shouldn't. So that's throw it at a... what's this return for? That's for throw something at a return. I don't need that. It is lots of onions and mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms. All yours. Blech. Insult her! Vicious mockery time. We can have a lot more fun with this one. A lot more fun. You wonder what exactly would distract her enough to... What exactly she would care about to get her distracted. What do you think the Baba Yaga cares about, guys? I personally think her home decor is something that she probably puts a lot of effort into. I think insulting her house is a good place to start. About her daughters? What daughters? We haven't seen any evidence of daughters. Menu. Insult her taste in interior design. Insult her taste in interior design, or return. Insult her subpar cooking skills. I was thinking cooking skills. I feel like that's the second thing she really cares about. But we haven't really had her cooking skills much in this route. So I don't know. Is it meta? Is it meta to do that kind of technically? I always saw her as a mother figure, even if it was malicious in some stories. Because I haven't ever mentioned any daughters in this particular narrative, it feels like cheating to pull it out of my butt at this point. So we probably won't do that. My favorite take on her was this powerful mage who created 3 sentient magical artifacts, who were like Red Dawn, White Knight, and the third one. That's cool. Yes, I think insulting her cooking is the best way to go after that. I feel like insult her cooking. Return. Yeah, I think those are the best 2 options. Insult her interior design skills. You insult Granny's house. Throwing obscene insults about everything you see, from her choice of chair to the gaudy mugs. Not even the stupid live, laugh, love, welcome mat escapes your venom. Tell me if that's too silly. Oh lord, she's pissed now. You can tell that one hit. Which wonder of wisdom? Which wonder of whimsy, Matt? Oh my god, yes. I would not be surprised if that is like a new thing. That's a thing. That's a spooky thing. Spooky season version. You can tell that one hit. She turns to you. With so much hate, you may be beginning to regret your choice of words. However, dramatic howevers get their own. They get their own paragraph, because, you know, that's more fun. It gives Wick time to get his dog onto the side of a counter that he can stand on without falling, and reach for his gun. But he doesn't aim directly at the Baba Yaga. Wick's gun finds its target at the tendrils that hold her up. She spits arguments against your insults, but with a few simultaneous? They're not quite at the same time. Almost simultaneous is probably a good one. With a few almost simultaneous, that is really definitely not how we spell it, shots. Gravity takes her. The house starts to move fast to catch her, but she falls into the room at the end. I was thinking with this ending, we can do the whole Hansel and Gretel thing. We can cook her in her own oven. But I'm not sure how we accomplish this. Can we set something on fire? Fire's always good. When in doubt, Molotovs. But I don't know if we have a Molotov on us right now. We have a potion, but I don't think the potion will set fire to anything. It's a healing potion. I don't think healing potions are flammable. They probably have alcohol in them, to be fair. It's a healing potion. I would definitely assume it has alcohol in it. But I doubt it has a high alcohol poison. When in doubt, fire, light the fire. Yes. Maybe she has a chandelier or lamp. Yes. So, what we can do... Or a cabinet of baubles and brews. Oh, yes. I think the lamp is a good idea. I might be using that. So we might do a menu. Any hanging oil-filled lights. Perfect choices. I knew you guys could come in. If I need tips for arson, I know where to go to. Okie dokie. So, once you're both on the ground, Wick charges down and closes the door, holding it closed as the Baba screams and bangs against it. What do you do? So menu. You can either help Wick hold the door. Not sure what's going to happen with that. Arson and child murder guide at your service. Always need that guide. It's a very important guide to have. Okay. I don't think you're strong enough to hold the door. Also, thank you for the hydrate. I did just hydrate then. I just did it anyway as well as you saying. Help Wick hold the door. Hold the door. Hold the door. Hold door. Hold door. Hold door. Yeah, not unless they got leverage. It's gonna take the two of them to hold the door, really. That's why I think help Wick hold the door or get a weapon is what I'm gonna call it. So just to go on our little path of thinking now so that we don't just, you know, fall over and forget what we're doing. You can tell that just one person will not be able to hold Granny for long. Do you think coding will be needed for biotech? I don't know. It depends what softwares and things you use. I highly doubt it. There might be some elements of it because I find that a lot of different career paths have like their own little bits of software that have their own little quirks and codes in them. Not quite as much as an actual software developer, obviously, but maybe a tiny weeny bit, tiny weeny baby bit. Being able to make your own software to process your data would be a great thing. That would be useful, but I mostly doubt it. You can tell that just one person will not be able to hold Granny for long. You use the time that... May God save me, I wanted biotech to run from math. Then I fucking have to study math for half a week. Anything technical, you need some math skills. Actually, software development's a pretty good one if you don't want math skills, because then you just make the computer do it for you. Software developers are naturally lazy beings. They will just make a program to do the thing they need. So artists working there are limited. I know NASA has a strict no outside connections policy due to obvious reasons. Yeah, that makes sense. You can tell that just one person will not be able to hold the Granny for long. Use that time to find something to attack her when she inevitably bursts free. I'm not going to give a choice on this one. I feel like we've already had a lot to get to this point. We deserve an ending at this point. You grab an oil lantern from her kitchen table. The biggest question is, where the fuck will I use my fucking advanced math in a fucking lab? This is like my friend who did maths as an A-level, and all the stuff they were doing was incredible. But have they ever used it since? No. The stuff they could do with stats, but ever use that? No. You grab an oil lantern from her kitchen table and ready the throw. /N? /N? Is that right? Yeah, /N has been correct. I've typed it so many times now I forgot that was what I was supposed to type. Anyway, you throw as soon as you see sight of her grotesque form, and she screams as she bursts into flames. Wick kicks her back into the room as the house starts to fall. She seems the whole place is shuddering and shaking. It only takes one glance between you and Wick for the two of you to grab Red and get the hell out. You make it back home with Red and see a plume of smoke rising from deep within the forest. Luckily, it does not seem to spread too far, and you and Red, Wick, and Red are safe and sound. Good and fucking another good. Why do we have so many good endings? Why? Ending 33. Too many good endings. We need to start some bad things happening. Being too nice. Dislike. Too nice. Don't like it. Ending 33. When in doubt, fire. Molotov. Then another problem. Fire fixes everything. Better go for a weapon. Better go for a weapon. Is that the Good Place bit? The Jason in The Good Place, where it's like, well, when you have a problem, you throw a Molotov at it, boom! Different problem! Right, let's write down how to get to there so I have the notes. That's incredibly important. Right, let's close that up. Launch the project again, and it's ending 33 good. I think I made Mr. Wick too OP. I think that's my problem. I made him too OP. He's saving us too many times. Generally, this is bad. So it should be pretty much similar to the last one, if I remember correctly. So it should be old story.
No matter how much
Old story.
she tells you that if there's a monster in the
To be more precise, your inner thoughts start finding reasons to murder. I do need to be more like you guys, I guess. I need to figure out ways that she's going to be more danger. I think there are some routes coming up. There should be, because we've only done the ones where you're in the house with Wick. There's some where you're in the house on your own. Basically, yes, I need to murder Red more, which is terrible. To be fair, OG Wick is pretty OP too. Yeah, exactly, and that's what's in my head. That's the mistake. I called him Mr. Wick. Therefore, I have issues with it, because now he's too OP in my head. Call the hunter. Call hunter. We don't need any extras for this, so we can go straight to the center, I believe. We don't need to visit the shop. Center. And bath. Wick, how much longer is the stream? Honestly, probably about 5 minutes or so. I just need to write down this ending, and then I'm probably going to be wrapping it up. So let Wick handle charge. Yeah, sorry, bro. This is grab hold of something. Because we insulted it. Is this come from an insult? Where did we come from? Where did we come from? Where did we go? Where did we come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Yes, this has come from an insult. We insulted her interior design sense. I remember now. So, grab onto something. Insult. Insult her interior design. However, and then get a weapon. We should have a good end. Well, I did a dumb there, and I know exactly what dumb I did. Fire fixes everything, so the ending at least is turned up, but I forgot to do that. But that's an easy fix. And that is all for today. We added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 endings that stream. That's a lot. As I said, I will be working on this through the rest of the week again, because I will get this out in September. We do have quite a lot still to do. So it may not make it out for September, but no, October, not September. September's this month. But not for long. But no, I'm hoping, I'm praying, I'm gonna sweat, and we're gonna get it done, and it's gonna be great, and it's gonna be a great game, and everyone's gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be wonderful. But thank you everyone for coming and seeing it slowly build up. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your suggestions. They've been really good. Thank you anyone in the chat. Thank you to anyone who learned. Thank you to anyone who watches the VOD. I appreciate you being here, regardless of how you choose to interact with my channel. If you have enjoyed it and you wish to see more and you wish to keep updated about this wonderful, wonderful game, you can do so via on YouTube. If you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you're on Twitch, if you just follow the channel. Yeah. If you would like to support me in a money kind of way with the money and the things, then, and getting me close to my dream of living creatively, you can do that in multiple ways. You can get a YouTube membership where you can have, I need to get my notes. I need to let me do this. Then you can see less of my screen when I'm messing about, because I need my list of things. There we go. I need to see this, otherwise you can kind of still see it, but it's fine. Anyway, so I will say that members and Patreons will get this game for free. This game will probably be only like $1.99 on Itchy, but I do really appreciate everyone who is supporting me, so you guys will get this for free. What else will you get with membership and Patreons? Well, for YouTube membership, you get emotes, exclusive streams, Discord channel, and merch discounts. For Patreons, you get pretty much the same, except you get a short story and you get some free books, and you're going to get a free game. You're all going to get a free game. How exciting is that? There is also the Kofi, where I might give it to Kofi subscribers too, because I have a couple, and they've been around for a while, and they deserve nice things too. So I might give it to them as well. So you might get that. But there's also emote commissions there at the moment, and there's also small audiobooks in the shop. And last but not least, there is the merch store, where you can get ebooks, first edition copies of books that I have written, bookmarks, keyrings, t-shirts, a notebook, a pillow, and a sticker, or 3 or 4 or 5, many. And that is all I have for you today. Once again, thank you so much everyone for coming. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the subscribes today. Thank you for the follows. It's been great. I'll be back tomorrow with Library of Ruina, we're on the last set of boss fights. And apparently they get a bit quicker from this. Oh yeah, because we got Gebadibadibadoo's coming up. And Gebadibadibadoo is big and tough, and we love her. I look forward to that. I'll see you guys then. But for now, I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Brandon Rose Smith. I'm the Forbidden Library. Goodbye. Oh wait, I can wave. I forgot. Goodbye. Bye. Bye.